So when we left Iowa after that Iowa caucus victory, yes, I didn't know exactly quite how long this was going to go. But since then, I've ditched the jacket, I've ditched the winter wear, I've rolled up the sleeves, and we're going into summer, and we still don't have a nominee. And the tank top may be coming out pretty soon.
These little town blues.
So when I thought that we left Iowa, I thought that, all right, this is the end of, 3, 4, 5 stops a day. But no, when you've got a primary that is going all the way what appears to June 7th, the last day when California and other states vote, you've still got a candidate that is going from stop to stop, city to city. There's still 5, 6, 7 hours of driving a day. This really has not let up for more than, maybe there's one day of rest at a time. So within the span of 2 days, went from a cheese factory in Wisconsin to a matzah bakery full of children making matzah in Brooklyn, New York. In the matzah bakery, you've got these little children all running around, yelling and screaming, making matzah. The senator is around the table putting holes to make, as he said, holy matzah. So you fly from Wisconsin to New York. 2 different people. Wisconsin, I'd like to call them good folk. They like to tell you how they're neighborly they are, nice. They were very, dismayed by the candidacy of Donald Trump, who they said is not the most neighborly of individuals. But then you go over to New York, and that's home turf for Donald Trump. And those people, are a little bit more direct. They tell you the way that they feel, and you get the full dose of their political opinions. So the idea all along was to do a little bit better in the South. Places like Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, places that resonated a little bit more with a Texas Senator, evangelical population. People that look at Ted Cruz and would be kind of the natural first pick if it weren't for Donald Trump. But suddenly what we're left with is Ted Cruz playing up in places like New York, here in Pennsylvania, in Milwaukee last week, up in places like Green Bay, Buffalo. These are more of the little blue-collar populations, sort of the Rust Belt towns that are not the typical places for cowboy boots. So the people that you're seeing here are still more of the Ted Cruz diehards. I wouldn't say that I'm running into Marco Rubio and Jeb Bush supporters very often. These are people that would have probably been here whether it was still a field of 17, that still look at this man as the conservative that they want to be the nominee. Whether ultimately down the road, more of their neighbors come around to showing up with them, that's a question. But in terms of coming to these campaign rallies, these are still Ted Cruz supporters through and through with their shirts and with their buttons.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and then click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.